This is going to be a video on light switches in the house. I am not an electrician, I am not an expert, I am just passing along some information. Do with it what you want. Hopefully it helps you, it educates you. If I say anything wrong, please leave a positive, nice comment in the comments section so I don't have to block you and report you. Hopefully this helps. Do a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, comment. If you want to help out my channel, donate to my PayPal, or if you want to click on my affiliate links in the video description, that would definitely help me out. So, I am going to describe the standard switch in the house, and then I'm going to describe the three-way switch in the house. And this will be handy for some people that are installing a smart switch and they don't understand what having a neutral in the box means. So this is just a very basic circuit. I don't even think I showed, yeah, I did show the wiring. Okay, so this is a very basic circuit. This is a light. It kind of looks like a light. And when you have a light, you need power. In electricity and AC, black is hot, white is neutral, whereas if you do electronics, you know that black is neutral or ground, really ground, and white would be the hot. But in this case, we're dealing with black is going to be the hot wire. So when you have a light, when you have something that you're going to power up that needs 120 volts coming from the breaker box, the circuit box, the fuse box, whatever you've got two wires, you have a black and you have a neutral. They go into the light bulb and you have power. You have a light, the light comes on if the bulb is working, there is no switch there. That's just the basic circuitry to understand what I'm talking about. Now, let us talk about a switch in the circuit. We have the exact same thing. This would be a light switch. This would be an on-off switch. It's just either on or off. Notice that, on or off. Power goes in. We have the neutral, which is connected straight to the light. Power goes in, whereas over here, the power can go to the light and turn it on. With this circuit, with a switch in it, when the switch is opened, power goes in, goes to the switch, stops, doesn't complete the circuit. Switch is closed, power goes through the switch, turns on the light, we have power. This is the circuit that you are going to be interested in if you are wiring up a smart switch, because they will always say must have the neutral in the box. And it depends on how the house was wired, and it depends on if they put the neutral in the box or not. So normally, if things are working the right way, and ground, I'm not going to get so much into ground, but ground is, you should always have a ground. Ground is going to go from the breaker box, ground is going to go into your switch box, ground is going to go over to your light box, and so we'll just assume now that we have a connection of ground all the way through. We're dealing with the same thing that we had over here with the switch. We have the black coming in to the box, going into the switch over here. We have the black going in and the black coming out. So the black goes into the one screw on the switch, the black goes out of the screw on the other side of the switch, and it goes to the light. Over here we have the neutral. The neutral goes into the box. It does not connect to the switch. It goes into the box, goes into a wire nut, that's WN that I put over there, goes into a wire nut, connects over to the light to give you the power, and you have power to the light with the switch, which is over here, and you have a neutral in the box. Most of these, not most, all of the recent smart switches need a neutral in the box, or your smart switch is not going to work. So now I'm going to show you the other way that they wire this without the neutral in the box. Same circuit, kind of. We have the ground. The ground could go straight over to the light. The ground could go into the box and then over to the light with wire nuts. I just showed it going straight to the light. So what we have now is they wired this completely differently. What they did is they did not connect the neutral into the box. And I believe to code you're supposed to, but they did not connect the neutral into the box. That's why you'll have a no neutral in the box. It will even say that, maybe. I'm just kidding. Okay, so what you have here is you've got the neutral that is wired straight over to the light, and then they go, and that might be, say for example, upstairs, somebody threw a light bulb in there, they put power, they had a light, And then one day somebody said, I want to control this with a switch. And so they go down and throw a switch downstairs, and they did not connect the neutral down into the box because the neutral was already connected to the light. And so what we see here is the neutral goes into the light, and the hot goes from the power, from the circuit breaker, wherever it's going to go, into the light with a wire nut. It's not connected to the light, see? The hot goes into the box, into the light box, goes to a wire nut, drops down to the switch. The switch box connects from the switch box up to the light. And again, it's the same type of circuit we had here. You need power, you need neutral to light everything. And you've got the same thing over here. You've got your hot goes into, but it's not connected to anything. It drops down to the box. When the switch is opened, nothing happens. When it's closed, the power goes into the wire nut, into the switch box, out of the switch, over there, and lights it up. We've got power on this side, neutral on this side, and there you go. That is power with no neutral in the box. So I hope this video helped you out understanding connecting power smart switches to a box that needs a neutral in the box. I'm going to continue now with the three-way part of my video. A little bit more information that you really don't need, but education is always good. This is a standard switch, on-off. This is called a pole. This is a pole, and this is called a throw. The switch is a throw. We have a single pole, and that's P-O-L-E, I believe, not pole like a polling for an election, P-O-L-E. Single pole, single throw. So this is a single pole, single throw switch, off, on. Not that it matters, it could be in the other direction, it would be on, off. So single pole, single throw. Now let's go and talk about other switches. We're getting to the three-way switch in a minute. We have the single pole, single throw, which means that we really have, this is the pole and this is the throw inside the switch. Single pole, single throw. When you turn the light off, it's like this. When you turn it on, it connects single pole, single throw. They also make and that's the SPST. They also have a SPDT, which is a single pole double throw. This is the common. This is considered a throw on a throw. So you could have the switch over here, the single pole double throw. If it's connected this way, we connect this common to this screw, to this circuit. If we flip it, we connect it to this way, single pole double throw. They also make a double pole double throw, which I didn't include, which would be two of these. So you could have two switches, two wires, two commons that go this way or that go this way, but I didn't put that on here. And now we are going to go over to the three-way switch, which is really an SPDT. We have the ground over here. It does have a ground, like I showed you with the other circuit. We have a ground. I'm not going to talk about that now, but the ground should always be connected from your power to the box to all the other boxes to the light. We're going to leave that out for the rest of this conversation, maybe. So this is the common, just like this, common, single pole, double throw. We're connecting the common to this side. When the light switches in the other direction, we're connecting the common to this side. That way or that way. This is called the common. These are called the travelers. I believe, I can't even remember, one of them is called the leg, and I don't remember what the other thing is, but it really doesn't matter to understand what's going on here.